Video. This is the analysis video for week 3, January. Let me check the date. Week 3 is going to be from the 18th until the 22nd, as you can see. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. I'm sure this is the first time you guys are seeing me using the DXY. DXY is the US dollar currency index. So basically, this will just show you if the dollar is strong. It will let you it will let you know that okay, all the dollar pairs are positive. They're going to be positive because it is positive here, and vice versa. If it is negative here, you will know that all the USD pairs are going to be selling. So now, as you can see here, the market came back to this support area here, and it was in a sell. It was in a sell, a downtrend, a bullish, bearish downtrend. Then, as you can see, this is where it corrected itself and came back to the downside to come hit this strong support, which has rejected wicks on it, which happened in 2018. So this is a very strong support area. So now let's go to the weekly. When we get to the weekly, as you can see, we have this candlestick right here, the shooting star, which indicates always a reversal in the market. And also, as you can see here, there is a resistance area, which every time after a breakout out of a structure, it has to go back and retest. And as you can see here, it has touched the area at the top, but from the monthly you won't be able to see it properly because it's one candlestick, and the weekly in the monthly, the weekly candlesticks in the monthly is 4 times, so it's more clearer here. And as you can see, it hit the resistance area here, then it's coming back, so it shows that it respected the area. Now let's go to the daily, and the daily it's in the channel, but you'll be able to see it in the lower time frames. As you can see, this is the downtrend, higher lows, lower lows. Yeah, as you can see here, from here, actually it goes way back. It hits the higher high, then it changes to a higher low, then a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then the minor ones here. Then it began doing it again, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. But this would be a higher high, because you can see it passed this previous high, but it was a fake one. Then it came down for a lower low, a higher low, then obviously lower low, vice versa, and it's still in the pad. But now, as you can see, it came to test this this lower high here, trying to create a higher high. And as you can see here, there's a reversal candlestick that hit the resistance, showing what? A reversal. So now let's go to the lower time frame. As you can see here, this is the W formation, and as you know, W formation, it's going to go down, go up, make the head, go down again, and go up, and come retest this level right here. And as you can see also, it's in a channel. After respecting this area here, this resistance area plus the resistance area, this resistance line of this channel, it went down, so that makes for a good confluence. So now I know that okay, it's in a downtrend, but because it's been in such an uptrend, and now that I can see that it has respected here, because my bias was it's a long term it's a long-term buy. It's a buy. So what I was expecting is, if here it doesn't respect this support here and go back up, it might come back, hit this support here, and that's where it could go up and come retest this area again. So with that said, as you can see now on the current market, it's a Tuesday. The market is doing what it's supposed to do. So now I'm just going to wait here, but I know that so far the US dollar pair is in a sell, and as you can see here, there was also a gap, but luckily it was able to fill in, to get it filled in. So now as you know that this is a sell bias for the USD. When you go to USD pairs, you are going to see properly what I was saying, that if this is a sell here, USD, now as you can see, it's GBP against USD, so it's going to be a GBP buy. Now GBP, we're gonna start by the monthly. It's an uptrend, it's a bullish, as you can see, and there's a head and shoulder formation that happened. So as you can see, it came retested, went up, this is the right shoulder, it went up, came back for correction, then it's shooting back up. I'm aiming that it should come to this area here, but as you can see, there's a strong level here that I haven't marked yet. That's been strong since the 18th of May. So it being it's strong here, it could just reject the area and come back down. But because as I also showed you guys the level on the DXY where it was, it could turn here and go down and go down, meaning there would be a stronger dollar, and on the DXY it will go up, representing a stronger dollar. So now that there's an uptrend bullish trend, there's a new higher high. As you can see here, it has passed this and this one here, because this was a resistant area that was strong, which you're going to be able to see in the lower time frame. And I said head and shoulders formation, retesting broken support level before continuing to the upside. So I wanted to come retest this area here, which you'll be able to see properly on the weekly. And on the weekly, I established that it's a bullish trend. It broke through a strong resistance, which is now support. As you can see, this is the resistance that we're speaking about here. It recently broke through, and now every time there's a breakthrough and it's through the resistance, the resistance has to turn to support, meaning that the structure has to come back and retest there and go back and continue as a continuation to the upside. But obviously it won't always happen like that. It could be a strong, it could be an impulse buy trend that's gonna start immediately, and it might not be able to retest immediately. So now here I said I would love to see a retest, then continuation. So as you can see, I'm waiting for it, but then when I went to the lower time frame, I was able to see a lot of support levels. So now let me go to the daily. And the reason, guys, the support levels, on each and every time frame, they're going to differ. This could be a support structure for the daily, and it could be a strong one. But when you go to the lower time frame, it's not as strong as it seems. Especially as well, as you can see here, someone would say this is not a strong one, but depending on the time frame where the structure is proper and wonderful, you can see that, okay, this is a support structure I can use to trade within the 1 hour time trade. So it won't be a weekly trade. So you know that, okay, this is a support structure for the hourly time frame. So it's going to choose, depending on the structure, that, okay, it's going to be an intraday trade or it's going to be a scalp. So Now I was able to put it in the channel. It was in a channel, as you can see. First touch, second touch, first touch, second touch, third touch, and it has since been up there. And as you can see, it's been in an uptrend, corrected, then it went up. Now it's showing a bit of the bears are going in, but as you can see, there's a reversal candlestick on a support structure, strong support structure, which you will identify in the lower time frame. So also, before I go to the 4th hour here, I wrote this is a double top as well. There's a double top, as you can see, double top. And I said level, I said strong resistance level respected, still needs to be broken, the 1,3700. Then the 1,35500 acting as a strong level as well, which is the resistance. No, beg my pardon. I'll show you guys now probably at the lower time frame. Let's go to the 4th. And the 4th, I wrote it's in a bearish trend, as you can see. 1,35500 was tested and respected. As you can see now, we're on the 4th hour time frame. So now this structure, you can see it properly that okay, it is a strong support structure, and recently it broke through, but it was a false breakout. Then it went back to the upside. A false breakout within, and it's within a thing is resistance and support of the resistance is 1,37000 and the support is 1,35500. So with that being said, I can see that this could be an intraday setup, you know, and I can hold it for 2 days or more, because as you can see, let me just check the date. From the 18th, right, as you can see here, look how far it went. So knowing that it had covered this many pips within a day, you know, all you do is take this and put it here. So because it tested this support structure here, it must come and go hit this resistance structure here. And as you can see, there's a minor support structure which it broke through and it closed above it, and at the lower time frame you can see it's going to retest and it's showing to shoot up. As you can see here, there's a reversal shooting star, which is also a great confluence for us to enter as a buy. Now we're going to the 1 hour, the 4th hour. Let me just check. Yes, I've said everything. The 1 hour, I said it's in a bullish trend. As you can see, it's in a bullish trend, in a correction on 1,36. And where is 1,36? Here it is. As you can see, it went up, it hit a swing, it's going down, closed above. Now it's correcting. Here. And what can you see here? A channel. This would be, it's either what would you call this? Ascending. Yeah, an ascending triangle. Let me just check for you guys here properly and be 100% sure. This is a flag. Sorry, this is a flag. This is a flag, as you can see, an uptrend flag, a bullish flag. And you know, with a bullish flag, you know, when there's a flag and it's correcting, that's a great confluence. Even better when it's here by this structure, this strong structure here. And that's what's supporting my buy. As you can see here, it's yet to be triggered, and when it is triggered, I'm going to take it to the upside and obviously manage it. And if it doesn't reach here, I'll definitely take the profits that it has given me. And when you go to the 15-minute time frame, you're able, to see the flag properly, and now it has broken through. Its retesting, so I'm crossing my fingers that it does continue going to the upside. Now we go to EURUSD monthly. I said we're in a bullish, and as you can see, we just broke the structure. It recently broke a structure and retested, and it also broke through a strong resistant area, right? I said it's a bullish trend. It recently broke strong resistant area, but it hasn't retested it as yet. Potential retest on past resistance. So there's a possibility, as you can see also here, this candlestick, it could come back here before continuing to the upside. So now to create this double top here, to complete the double top. Now let's go to the weekly. I said it's a bullish trend. As you can see, it's a bullish trend. Just broke through. As you can see, the level it broke through, and where it's correcting right now, it's correcting, and it could come here. But there's also areas within the lower time frames that might allow for us for it not to come here and just retest there and go back up. And also, like I always say, guys, I'm still going to learn the Fibonacci. So once I'm done learning the Fibonacci, we'll be able to, to catch the swings perfectly. So here for the weekly, I said, it's correct. There's a correction happening and landing on the support higher low level of 1,20500. And I said 1,19600 acting as support, which should be retested. And as you can, this is the one that I was talking about, the higher low, which it needs to come do before going up. But as you can see, it's like it's being created right here, the higher low. But we'll just wait and see what price action says to us. And we'll just go to the, let me just check something here. Yeah, as you can see here, this is the level as well that I was talking about, the 1,19600 acting as support, which we broke out for. So this would be the strong support on the weekly. Then now I'm going to go to the daily, and as we get to the daily, you can see that it's a bearish trend, and there's a reversal candlestick on the recent support level of 2,500 shooting star. And like I said, guys, this is a reversal candlestick, and it is right here at a support which is strong on the daily. This support is strong on the daily, and this could be where it's doing its swing and it's ending its correction to do a continuation to the upside. And that's it for the daily. And as you can see, guys, perfect entry. The 4th hour, and it still could be valid by the time I post this, so please do check it out. And check if my analysis is corresponding with yours, or maybe there are things that you didn't see in yours that now you're seeing perfectly, that can also help. And what's even better, when you get to the 4th time frame, as you can see here, we're in a channel, and the channel resistance has been touched twice, and the support 3 times, as you can see. And now when it's touched for the 3rd time, that it has to go, something might happen if it does come back. But as you can see, it respected it and went up, and it's going to touch the resistant area here. And what's perfect is the reversal candlestick, which is the doji, happened at a support structure of 1,2500, which is a strong trend line. It is very, very strong, and when you see this, it's great confluence, guys, very great confluence. And you know what would have been better is us catching the trade right here instead of waiting for it to break this what would I say, this is the previous higher low. You know, then we broke through it, creating a higher high, then we got in by the higher high instead of the lower low. But either way, guys, for me, that's my trading plan, whereby if I miss it here, I'm going to definitely catch it when it comes making a new higher high. But the problem with that is sometimes it could be a breakout, and it could be a false breakout, and you're in the trade, and it can take you out the trade. And if you don't have a stop loss, you know, you'll cry. I promise you, you'll definitely cry. So this is a bearish trend in a downtrend channel. 3 touches on the support, the support, which is on a strong trend line support of 1,20500. You see, confluence, great confluence. And this is those trades that you can take confidently, knowing that, you know, you're just confident, you're 100% confident. And let me just check here what I said my bias was. I said 1,20500 will be the support level I will wait price to hit to signal a strength, to signal sell strength. Then 1,21200 will be the resistance level I will start looking to buy, entering on the new high. As you can see here, this is what I said I'll be looking for entries, but you know, I saw the minor one here, and you know, I was like, I'm going to take it. So now, as you can see that it is here, I could enter again in the market, but because, you know, my trading plan says I can only be in 2 trades at a time, and as I observe right now, I'm already in 2 trades, so I cannot put more trades. So now that was my bias for Euro USD, and I didn't want to go to the lower time frames, as you know, this for me was perfect already, and I'm using this as my entry this time around. So now let's go to USDCHF. The monthly, I said the monthly, it's on it's bearish. It's been bearish, as you can see. This is a support structure, 0,87800. Let's just check and make it. Yes, 800, acting as a strong support, rejected for the 4th time. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can even say the 5th time here, or the 6th time. But as long as it's more than, you know, 3 touches, and it still respected it, it's very strong. It's very strong. So now, as we can see, it has touched here, and now it's respecting it and going to the upside. And knowing the monthly, knowing that the bigger time frames are stronger than the smaller time frames, this candlestick could go up, excuse me, and hit the higher high, the high of the previous monthly candlestick, which would be for December. For December, it will hit the highs of December. Then from there, after retesting, it will either, you know, come back down or continue going up. So now, as we enter the weekly, here I wrote it's in a range. As you can see, it's been ranging. It's in a range, and now it is selling. I was expecting 2 things. I was expecting either for a buy if it broke out, and a sell if it respected here. And as you can see, I could have sold, but I didn't. Like I said, my trading plan only allows me to be in 2 trades at a time, so I wasn't going to force a trade. And as you can see here, this is a beautiful reversal candlestick right here. So, you know, this could be a delayed move, you know, but as you know, the market, a lot of things are happening in the market. It's the elections, you know, it is it's EU euro. They say they want to make it stronger. There's so many elements that are in the market, so things might not move the way we expected to move, or the price could have been cutted for a while ago. So there's so many things, and I haven't traded during those times before. Unfortunately, when Trump was being inaugurated, I wasn't as focused as I am right now. And going to the recent time now with Biden. Now we have the corona, we have corona happening. So with corona happening, it's just what can I say? It's just so many things happening at the same time. If it's not the elections, is this virus that's happening. So it can get overwhelming to a certain point. So yeah, I just wanted to make you guys aware of what's happening in the market. The daily, I said it's in a bullish trend. Um, Head and shoulder structure, as you can see here. This is the left shoulder. This is the head. And this is the right shoulder. And as you can see, it went up, but now it's coming back down. And as you can see here, there's this pencil here to show that if it hits here, it's gonna go down. If it passes here, it's gonna come and retest, and this one I'll be taking the buy. And as you can see, wonderful reversal candlestick. I could still enter. Until and ride it until here. But I just want the market structure to be proper, especially for my trading plan. If it does go in my trading plan and I see an opportunity, I'm definitely going to take it. And here I also said 0.89200 isn't broken. It could turn into a reversal. You see, it hasn't broken, so it could turn, and this is what's happening right now. Now we just passed as you can see here, we just passed nope, that's not the right time. We just passed the London session. It's 12 o'clock. And if you're trading the London session now, people are on their break, so some are getting out of their positions before going to enter the market again before the US session gets in. So now we're on the 4 hour, and on the 4 hour I said it's a bullish. Recently rejected and did a reversal based on a head and shoulder structure from a daily time frame. Like as you can see, it's a reversal structure. Then it was trying to do a continuation to the upside, but as you can see, it stopped and it's going back down. And as you can see, guys, I could enter here, but let's go to the lower time frame and just make sure. That's it for the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, I said it's a bearish. It's in a bearish trend. There's a wedge structure, as you can see, which I drew today, and I thought it was gonna go up, and I was going to take it to the upside, but as you can see, it took me out of my trade. I went out of my trade. Well, it stopped me out of my trade. And it says your price could test support structure of 0.88950 before continuing strong bullish trend. As you can see, it broke here and went down. It went down. So for USDCHF now, I'm just going to wait and see what more opportunities it's going to give me. Maybe when it gets around this area here of 88700. As you can see, there's been a lot of rejections here. It could be a great support level. Then from there, I will see, if I'm going to take it to the upside. Let me even put it here for you guys. And I recently learned that, whole numbers, guys, the bankers and the institutions, they aim for whole numbers. And as you can see on the side here, and you can see also that, okay, as much as the wicks are here, it touched that line many times. So that's something I learned recently, that you should also incorporate in your trading. And as you can see, as you go deep, it's whole numbers. It's never what do you call it? It's whole numbers. I forgot the others. Yeah, even numbers. The even numbers, I meant to say. So yeah, that's it for USDCHF. Let's go to USDJPY monthly. My bias actually for USDCHF before we go to USDJPY was two ways. Once market breaks out of 0.89 200 resistance level, I can enter immediately or wait for retest. If 0.89 200 rejects again, look to sell, and if support levels of 0.88950 1 hour time frame, that's where it's the strongest, that support level is touched, I should look to continue selling. I should look to continue selling, being supported by the right candlesticks. So if the right candlesticks were able to show themselves, I was going to enter the trade for a sell. So now let's go to USDJPY. USDJPY downtrend, bearish. It's in a bearish downtrend. 100.00 acting as support level, which has been rejected. Now let's just go. It's been rejected and it broke through. Then it's now acting as a support, but as you can see, it's been rejected a couple of times, and that's for 2016. It's a long time ago, but it still shows for a strong level. So now that I know it's in a downtrend on the monthly, I'm going to go on the weekly. But also, as you can see, it's in a channel. It's in a channel, which makes for good confluence. And as you can see, it's also within a channel. So it's a channel within a channel within a what would I call this structure here? This one here, I would call it a pennant. A pennant, yes. This one here with this trend line here and here at the bottom, and it's a bullish trend. 103.00 acting as strong support level, rejected 3 times, and here it is. You see? So now on the weekly, this is the current market. This would be the strong support, so this, if you looking long term, like monthly and weekly and daily, this would be very valid for you long term, and not looking at the current market structure. But for the weekly, it is still valid. Now I'm going to go to the daily, where I said it's bullish. It's bullish, and in the channel, it's within a channel, and you can see the channel. The support had 2 touches and the resistance had 2 touches. So now we are waiting for it to hit here for the 3rd touch, or anything can happen here whereby it comes back here for the 3rd touch. So it could hit here, breakout, false breakout, or if it breaks out, retest, go up, false breakout, come back, come hit here. And I said price was rejected on 103,600. As you can see, as we go to the daily, more current. So this support level is going to be more valid than this one here, because now we're current. We're talking about what's happening recently, and you can see this is the 19th, and yesterday was the 18th. It was the beginning of the trading week. So this would be a strong support level. And I said here 104,200 acting as a strong resistance. As you can see as well, it's been acting as a strong resistance, which had a minor false breakout. Then it came here to correct and go up. But also here, as you can see, it looks like a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is the left shoulder. This is the head, and this is the right shoulder. And you guys know that the same thing that's going to happen this side is a similar thing that is going to happen this side. So with the shoulder, it's going to go up, so now it has done its correction and it's going up. And as you can see, look where it ended its correction, here by this support level here, which is, and here I wrote, came out the reversal of the right shoulder. You see, perfect, very perfect confluence, guys. very perfect. So if we had our Fibonacci levels, I'm sure it would have been telling us that, okay, yeah, this is proper, and we would have sold here, right here. Looked for us for I mean looked for a buy right by this area here of 103,600. So now that we know that, we go to the 4-hour, and here I wrote it's in a bearish trend. As you can see, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. It's only now that it's breaking this lower highs and creating new higher highs. Support level of 103,600 is respected and showing a strong level. As you can see, strong level. So I could have entered here and went with the with the um with the market. Resistance level of 104,200 respected, showing strong level of resistance. So now you could basically say that we're in a range. And as you can see here, I'll put in a trend line here, which has been touched one, twice, third time. So anything can happen here now. So we should be expecting anything from this moment. So this, you could say, it's a pennant. It's a pennant. Then maybe if it does respect this, will come back, touch here. If it respects it again, go up. Like I said, this I was expecting a strong US dollar, but now with a whole lot of things happening in the market, I'm just really going to look at my structures properly, and just follow the structure and just be aware of what's happening fundamentally, so that it doesn't take me out of the market or affect my setup on the market. Yeah, and that's where I'm ending it. I'm not going to go to the lower time frame, as my structure is perfect here. So I'll just wait for it to come here to hit this resistance area of 104,200 and see what happens and I'll react to what the market is telling me. And then if it does, anything happens here, I'll react to the market and take it to the downside at this level. So my bias was to wait for price to reach 104,200 resistance and look for a sell or buy opportunities, because there's always two ways in the market. You cannot always be guaranteed that it's gonna go your way. At the end of the day, it's a probability game, and if you are correct, you let your wins run, and if you are wrong, you cut your wrong short, and that's how you're going to last long in this market. Now we go to AUD, and this is going to be the last pair that I'm analyzing. As you can let me see here, it's bullish. As you can see, it is in a bullish trend, and here was a correction, then it broke out of this resistance, which should be retested. And I'm sure this sounds familiar, and you saw it in the other pairs that I did analyze, whereby the resistance has been broken through, but the market still has to go back and retest to make it a support level and a proper correction and back to the downside. But also in seeing this, the bullish, it's a bullish trend, and here I said entering third candlestick of the three white soldier pattern. So this would be a perfect entry as well, as this could be completing it's a pattern gold three white soldier pattern. So by it's like this one here, this one is the three soldiers as well. It's just that with a couple more where else, as you can see also here with the sell, the soldiers are here. So I know this third candle will probably push until it hits this level here, which I marked it, and it's 0,800 level. Now we'll go to the weekly, as we established, or into establish on the monthly. When we get to the weekly, we realize that, okay, this structure here is more obvious, and you can see it more properly. As you can see, it touched here, corrected, broke through. So now it must come back and hit here and go up. That's what I hope should happen. It might not happen, but knowing the rules, I should always be expecting it to retest before going up, because that's proper market structure, guys. You see when the it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. Those are the markets that you want to trade. You don't want to trade markets that are just shooting up, because when they just shooting up, when it's going down, you won't be able to take the right trades, because it won't have supply and demand areas whereby, if it's a sell, it will come back, break through until here, then come back, retest, and then go back down. And those are the markets you want to trade. Now, if it was just shooting up, it's just going to shoot down as well. And that's what you want to avoid. That's what you really want to avoid. But obviously, if it goes in your way, that's good news. That's very good. That's proper. The weekly is it's a bullish trend, and 0,7800 has been respected. Let's see here. 7800, the resistance area, as you can see here, it's been respected. Has been respected, and the support of looks to be retested. Like I just said, guys, it is to come and just be retested, and this is where you're gonna take it, and take it to the upside, instead of taking it here by the higher highs. Then it has to come back and create a higher low before surpassing it, and then now we're going to lose money to the downside. But now I'm sure you guys are wondering, then why do you have this here? I'll show you guys as we get to the daily time frame. So now when we get to the daily, you can see it's ranging. It's ranging between 0,7800 and 76400 here. You see it's ranging here. When you go to the higher time frames, you won't see it properly. You won't see it properly. But then as you go, well, I suppose you're seeing it properly now, but like I wouldn't say it's valid like that. Actually, it is valid. It is. But because now we are in the what do you call this? No, guys, you see I'm mistaken. I'm making mistakes here. Yes, it is valid for this one only. This one here. This structure here, the daily structure. When I go to the weekly, it doesn't seem properly, as you can see. Yes, correct. We're correct. It doesn't seem proper. So a weekly has its own valid support. The daily has its own valid support, so that you know how long you'll be trading for. Okay, is this support good? So I know if it gets in here, this would be a good intraday trade. If it gets to the support level here, it will be a good intraday trade, and we get in and go with that up. What did I write here? Ranging between here. I said it's just ranging, as you can see, ranging between this one here and this one here, current market price. Then we'll go to the 4-hour, where I said it's a bearish trend, and it's an obvious one. And as you can see, with ranging, you can even see the range even properly. It's more properly seen, the range. So I would say this would be valid for the 4-hour. You see, for the 4-hour, this would be a valid support, the 0,76600. This would have been a proper one. And here I wrote that a head and shoulders pattern just played out. Let's see, where do I see it? Oh yes. Right here. This head and shoulders are becoming more familiar and familiar as time goes. It just came out, went up, then it came down here. And yeah, what did I say here? Yeah, it just played out. So I could have bought here, or I could have bought here as wow. But that was yesterday. and I was in this trades, I won't lie, but I was selling, I will not lie, and I don't know why I was selling. Let me even show you guys what I did. Because I was really selling. Yeah, I sold it at 0.76842. Let's even put it in. Six, 802. Now we always have to take profit as well. Okay, no, I didn't have a take profit, but I had the stop loss, which is okay as well. You know, not having a take profit. But problem with that is that if it does get into your profits and you didn't set up, you know, having a TP1 or having a what would you call this? A TP TP2 and 3, it could reach your TP1, but you wouldn't know. And after doing that, you know, you are in profits, then it takes away your profits. So that's going to be very, very bad for you. So now we're going to enter the 1 hour time frame, which is the bullish trend. I'm retest on the 1 hour. Wait, let me go to the 4th hour. Sorry, someone's calling me, but I just want to finish here. Then now I'm on the 1 hour, and on the 1 hour here I said bullish trend, retesting previous higher highs, resistance, 10 support. Sorry about that. It's on the 1 hour I said it's a bullish trend, retesting previous higher high, resistance, 10 support, 0.76900. Sorry about that, guys. I lost a bit of focus there because they were calling me, and I'm in the zone now, as I don't want to be disturbed when I'm doing this. As you can see, it's in a bullish trend, and it consolidated here, doing a correction. 0.76900. Let me just look for it. As you can see here, yes, it touched here, came down and broke through that area, which is going to now be turned into support. Then it's going to go up, and as I said here, when it gets to 0.76600, there's a reversal candlestick, which obviously is a good sign, which I could have gotten in here. But then, like I told you, if I do not enter right here by the trend line, I'm going to wait for the for a new higher high, then I'm going to enter on the higher high. But I said, though, the problem we're getting into with the higher high is that when it retests, it has a possibility of taking you out of the trade, and that is, you know, very bad. But you know, you learn as you go. Yeah, bullish trend, I said, retesting previous higher high, resistance and support, 0.76900. There's a reversal candlestick on the support structure, on the support level, on 0.76600. Then what is this? Let me just check properly here. AUDUSD. Oh yeah. Then I said my bias is going to be waiting for price action to hit the support structures. Support structure for 0.76900 1 hour time frame. Then to support 0.76600, which is the 4 hour time frame, which is valid to the 4 hour time frame properly. If you want it to be valid, then the 3, which is the support for 0.76400, which is for the weekly time frame. Then for the resistance, 0.7800, significant to all, which is significant to all. So I'm going to wait for this opportunities but I honestly, like I said, guys, I don't know what made me want to sell. But let's just check properly before I end the video. Yeah, guys, I really don't know why I would have sold, honestly. Actually, because it was yesterday. Let's check here. Yeah, I sold because of the structure, guys. And I was in profits. I won't lie to you. I was in profits, but I held them for too long. I held it for too long and ended up going out of, profits. And I probably even bought too late as well. Those were one of the reasons why, it took me out of the I even went out in a loss. That's the sad part. I went out in a loss, yeah. I was also in the USDCHF, so I think those two pairs they correlate. So I lost out on both trades at the beginning of the trading week, but I'm not complaining. I learned my lesson. We learn, we write down in the journal, we correct ourselves, and we push and we push. I'd like to say thank you for tuning in, and apologies if I lost my train of thought there and there. I'm reading off a book. I'm reading off my notes as well, and I did this with my notes then because I thought it was going to make the videos shorter, but I realized that what, let me just leave them as how long as they are, because I'm giving you even the smallest of details why I'm doing this, my thinking. I'm putting you guys in my head of how I do trade and what things I look for, and depending on how you trade, maybe you can take something from it and put it in your trading plan and your trading setups. I'm not saying that you should take mine and it's the one, but like take whatever you can take. Like I always say, guys, it's like creating a pie. Maybe you like the way the recipes I'm using, you're liking it, so you can use it and add it to your own pie. So thank you for watching. If you find this video very educational, please do press the subscribe button, that like button, and that notification button, so that you can receive more content from me. Thank you, guys, and good luck with the week's trading. Check you guys on the next video. Peace.